Before I start explaining a bit on who Doctena is, I would like to do a quick survey with the audience. Who of you has booked his hotel or flight to get here online? Okay, well, most. Ever booked a cab online, or with an app, or transport transfer? Oh, just as many people. How about tickets for concerts, or a bit less people? Okay, how about your doctor? Who has booked a doctor visit? One, wow. Well, I know why now all the people whom I've showed our app have been telling us, please come to London, we need this here. Now, what is Doctena doing? We're going to organize your next your next medical visit online. And who is behind Doctena? Doctena has been created by 3 founders 5 years ago. One with extensive medical area expertise over a decade. Another one who is our IT guru in scalable platforms. And I myself, I've been working on marketplaces for the last 20 years, successfully on job boards and real estate portals. And when we looked at, here we go. And when we looked at the doctors and the medical markets, what we saw is that where there is need to connect patients and doctors. Now, the way that we want to connect them is not by offering some new AI platform. It's not by offering you to do teleconferencing or video calls with your doctors, because that's not your pain point. There's already lots of chatbots out there. The pain point of most users is actually what we saw now. It's impossible to book a doctor appointment online and with an app. And we're all organizing our lives with all these tools. So that's where we come in, and we want to make it very simple for you as a patient, and also very simple for the practice to adopt this tool. Because when we talk to the doctors and we ask them the question, 2025, imagine further down the road, how are your patients going to book their appointments? They all tell us digitally. So it's coming, and it's going to be very easy for the patients, because you're going to see exactly the slots available in the doctor's agenda. And you'll be able to pick the slot which fits you best. Well, when I say you will, that's for London, because actually for all the markets we operate, it's already the case, and we have huge numbers of patients booking their appointments that way. Sometimes just for the following day, sometimes for a couple of weeks down the road, depending on the specialty and the urgency. Of course, we'll also make sure that it gets into your agenda and you get the right reminders to make sure you're there on time and you don't miss your appointment. Now, how do we convince the doctors to provide this information? Because they've been working very efficiently so far. Well, what we offer them is the ability to use either new tools that we provide them, which will help them do the triage, which means that as you as a patient, you will be actually feeding their agenda or be in their agenda at the right moment, like they have decided you should fit into this agenda. And by having patients not calling anymore, we're actually working on one of the pain points that they have, which is early morning. There is a bottleneck where all patients are calling because it's urgent, and not all patients can get through because there's waiting lines and just limited capacity to take people on the phone. And by doing this, we're actually decreasing the workload that they have. And yes, that's actually a very nice promise for them. Having happy patients and and reducing their workload. Where are we doing this? We're doing this in 2 major markets. The first pack is what the Germans call the DACH region, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And the second one is the Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg, where we started. We're growing these companies on 2 different ways. We've grown them organically, but we've also grown through acquisitions, because it just takes time to convince doctors to provide their availabilities. Now, We've been growing very quickly over the last 2 years. We now manage on a monthly basis over 1 million doctor visits in one of our tools. 1 million patients see a doctor, and those patients, or those visits are being organized through our tools. And we have close to 350,000, over a third of that being online bookings. And this is going to increase and faster even more in the future. So getting back to my survey, why did I ask this question? Because actually the medical booking sector or market is even so much bigger than hotels. It's 6 to 7 times bigger just for Germany. Why? Because you as a patient, you will see a doctor on average 7 to 10 times per year, just for regular checkups, be it for your GP, be it for your dentist, your eye doctor, women for the gynecologist, with the pediatrician for if you have kids. You're already at 5 visits a year. So what we are offering you is that you build your medical team with our app, and you keep track of all the visits and all the interactions you've had with your doctors. And it's going to be so much easier to push the Doctena logo in the future than having to call your doctors to get appointments. So we're addressing a market of 8 billion visits a year. That's all of Europe. But if we just look at the markets we operate today, that's 3 billion of appointments. 60% of this market is going to move online very shortly in the upcoming years. Actually, if we ask patients, 4 out of 5 patients today say it is important that for them to be able to book online a visit with their doctors. We even have already 40% of patients who said they would consider changing the doctors if the doctor does not offer them in the future this feature. So somebody's got to do it, and Doctena is going to be the company doing this for DACH and Benelux for sure, providing this tool. And the good thing about Doctena is that next time we meet at NOAH in 6 months from down here in Berlin, if you need a doctor, there's an app for that. Thank you.